Oh, baby, rise and shine, everyone. Time to get all that Triple B adrenaline pumping through our veins today because we got some important news to get on your radar right now. Save your gold. If you're not watching this, oh boy, I feel bad for all those that aren't getting the memo. We have a really important PSA in regards to gold. There's kind of a few rules when it comes to spending gold in Marvel Snap. Right, we're going to quickly go over those, but really at the end of the day, the reason why we're making this is because there's a couple of big bundles that are data mined and they're bringing collector tokens back in a couple of gold offers. Doesn't happen too often, and you're going to want to make sure you're on top of this, especially if you want to try to get a few cards that you pin. By the way, can I just cry for a moment with you guys? I had Darkhawk pinned, and somehow after the update, it unpinned the Darkhawk. So that sucks. Now I gotta wait for another card to show up here. I wish the token shop thing was a lot different. It just sucks waiting for a card to get pinned and then weird stuff happens and it gets unpinned. It's a very inefficient system. Nonetheless, collector tokens are extremely important. In quick summary, if you're spending gold, pretty much the main thing to do, here's the thing, if you're spending money on gold, likely you're doing the refreshes down here, right? If you're spending money, $20 a day, you max out the credit refreshes, that's really the most you can feasibly spend on this game on a daily basis before you start wasting money on variants, which I personally do not care about. The other way people like to spend their gold is obviously on the missions. When you reset the missions, you get more credits, season pass stuff. Cool, right? Well, there's really a third thing that I think most should be doing. I was a bit worried they weren't going to bring it back, but they're bringing back a few gold offers, not monetary stuff. You don't have to spend any money. Gold offers. So the point is, it's probably best to hoard gold for a grand majority of free-to-play people. And if you're spending money, you're spending money, and that's a whole different bracket. But it's free-to-play people, you definitely want to save your money where you can, and that's by saving gold. So a few packs were data mined by Marvel Snap Zone between February 7th and February 28th. We got a positively charged bundle coming. It's got a ton of credits and collector tokens. It's a lot of gold, as we're going to showcase. I personally do not care about the Westview Story and Steamy Hell's Kitchen. If you're into variants, that might be up your alley. And then Birth Pool is probably going to be the one that most people will be able to get. So let's go ahead and show you what all this is about. So first one, positively charged, coming out February 7th, 2023. So within this next week here, which makes me a little sad because I was hoping to get Darkhawk, but now I have to hope that I get blessed upon RNG to get all this stuff again. Oh, well, it is what it is, right? But here's the thing. 8,000 gold. So if you're not saving gold, that's $100 right there. $100 gets you 8,000 gold in the game. But here's what you're getting: 6,000 credits, 3,000 collector tokens, and really the rest of this is just purely cosmetic. There's no value to it. 155 Mr. Negative boosters, Be My Valentine title, and then you get a variant and avatar of Mr. Negative. It's cool, right? Doesn't have any impact on gameplay though. So the thing we got to look at here is, where is the value? Is this got 8,000 gold worth of value? Well, spoiler alert, technically the credits aren't going to be enough to justify the cost of the gold. It's coming down to collector's tokens, and that's kind of filling up the rest of what they're asking for in terms of gold. And the problem is, collector tokens, the value is going to range depending on how you value them. It's completely subjective. It's going to be more valuable if you're pull through complete, a little bit less valuable if you're not pull through complete, and how much you care about getting these other cards that are a little bit beyond your range in the pool. So let's just do a quick math breakdown here. So they're asking for what? They're asking for 8,000 gold. All right. Well, the first thing I'm going to look at is, how much does 8,000 gold get you in terms of credits? Well, 8,000 gold, if you buy the 400 credit refreshes or 400 gold refreshes, that would get you 500 credits. It would look something like this. Let's divide this by 400, and that means you could buy the 500 credit option 20 times, right? This is the 400 gold option right here. Well, bring it back on over. Let's finish the equation. So we're going to multiply this by 500. So normally when you spend 8,000 gold, if you're doing just the 400 one, we're not even including the free one and the 121 or whatever it is, you're going to be getting yourself 10,000 credits. Well, you're only getting 6,000 here. So we got to fill in the rest of the value. You're only getting 6,000 credits. You're not getting the full 10,000. So that means the gap is being filled in. I mean, I'm sure the developers, they're hoping that you give some sort of value to this. It's not. 3,000 collector tokens. Okay, well, let's look at this. All right, pull up the calculator again. This is where the real math is coming out. So it's 6,000 credits, right, that they're giving you. Let's just pretend you're getting you're buying the 500 option for the credit refresh. So divide that by 500. All right, multiply that by 400 because every 400 gets you 500 credits. So you're truly only getting 4,800 worth of gold worth of credits. So the question is, well, what does that leave you off there? 3,200 gold left over. Does the collector tokens equal that amount of value? So that's going to be up to you guys, whether you see that. I think if you're hoarding gold, it's a ton of collector tokens right there. Puts you halfway to a Series 5 card, or you can get some of the lower series cards right out the very get-go, whether it's Series 4 or just getting a Series 3 card, whatever the case might be. So just putting that on your radar, that it's not going to be 100%. Hey, I'm getting my, it'd be great if you got your credits worth of gold inside of 8,000 gold, and then the collector tokens would be completely a bonus. It'd be an amazing bonus. However, that doesn't quite seem to be the case. I just want to put on your radar that you got to decide for yourself. Is 3,000 collector tokens worth that extra 3,200 that's being void inside the pack? Some would say yes, some would probably say no. For me, I'm likely to get this pack. Anything that's got collector tokens, I'm getting it. So I'm going to start saving out to my gold and probably stop on the refreshes on credits for a while. Westview story. It's just purely cosmetic. We have a title that says I love you. Got a couple of variants. You got Vision and you get an avatar. I mean, they're cool variants, don't get me wrong. If they were given for free and there was some other sub credits, all right, maybe I'd be interested. For me, not really up my alley, especially for 2,000 gold. Likely you're saving your gold for either this Positively Charged or the other one that we're gonna be talking about in a moment here. Then you have Steamy Hell's Kitchen. Again, really cool variant. Love the artwork on them, but again, 2,000 gold coming on February 14th, so around the Valentine's Day holiday. You got the Are You My Soulmate title. Then you have the Daredevil variants and avatars and Electra variants and avatars. Again, 2,000 gold, no credits, no collector tokens. Heck, I don't think they give you any boosters here. Yeah, not even a booster here. Not for me. I'm not into this type of stuff. Cosmetics are cool and I get it for free. I don't want to spend golden money from. But here's where likely a lot of people will be able to engage with a pretty cheaper collector token offer here. This comes a little bit later. It's Birth Pool. It's not coming around the time Positively Charged, so more towards the end of the month. So you have some time to hoard up 3,200 gold potentially. February 22nd to March 3rd. Cost is 3,200 gold, and this has credits, collector tokens, and it's got the other cosmetics. So 291 Deadpool boosters. Merc with the mouth as a title, and then we have a Deadpool variant and avatar. All that other stuff, boosters and all that. We don't care about that. We care about the credits and we care about the collector tokens that we have here. So let's do our credit analysis. So if you're getting 3,200 gold, well, let's do a quick mathematical breakdown. 3,200 gold, how much credits would that get you normally? So 3,200, and let's say you buy that 400 gold refresh. So we're gonna divide that by 400. All right, and then so you could buy it 8 times 500, puts you at 4,000. That's not too far off. Like, that's almost a 1-to-1 exchange right there. 3,200 credits is what this offer is getting you, where otherwise 3,200 gold would get you 4,000. So you're missing out about 800 credits. But here, the void is a lot easier to compensate for. 1,500 collector tokens. So unfortunately, it's half compared to what Positively Charged is offering. They're giving you 3,000. So not quite enough to get you a Series 5 card. Even to be fair, Positive Charge is still not enough to get you a Series 5 card. That only got you halfway. But at least this right here, it's going to be a little bit more manageable. It's, almost a third of the cost of the other one. And you're only getting, you're getting half less of the collector token. So here, I think this is probably going to be a little bit more obtainable for most people. 8,000 gold is kind of hard to hoard on to unless you're very strict. You're not buying credits. You're not buying missions. You're not buying variants. Maybe you have 8,000 gold since the last time they did this last year in terms of collector token offers. I think this one's going to be a pretty slam dunk. And if you want another analysis on this, there's like actually a great Reddit post on the Marvel Snap Reddit page made by IceWolf34. They did another breakdown of their own, and they said in this post that collector token values is very subjective. That's why I can't quite tell you how much a collector token is worth, because it might be worth more to me, might be worth less to me compared to someone else out there. They attributed a value of 0.29 in terms of value. And as you can see, this is where they're getting at. Then they compared it to some other stuff. They had a Cyber Holiday bundle. There's a Winter Wonderland bundle. And we have the Positively Charged and Birth Pool thing that we just discussed there. So as you can see here, they kind of show you what their value is, and it almost is a 1-to-1 exchange rate. Not at the, I mean, I was solely comparing it to the 500 credit gold refresh, so it's almost a 1-to-1, which makes that pretty valuable. Positively Charged, it's not quite a 1-to-1 as we discussed, And here's where you kind of get into that collector token value. And this is going to be very, very subjective. But point being is, compared to some of the other stuff in the past, the Birth Pool's got some pretty decent value, almost like the Cyber Holiday. Winter Wonderland was a little bit less valuable than Birth Pool. And then Positively Charged isn't quite as valuable as some of the other stuff that we broke down today, or even in the past. So I like just showing another opinion out there. The Birth Pool one is probably gonna be pretty enticing. And again, you don't have to spend physical money. You could probably hoard 3,000 gold and you have quite a while. Doesn't expire till March and it doesn't even show up till the end of February. So that's gonna wrap it up for today, everyone. Let me know your thoughts down below. Collector tokens, it's kind of the main engine of being able to build up your deck with some high powered cards inside of your arsenal. And I'm already feeling the pain of either a misclick or an update, something happened. Now I gotta hope for another great card, but the collector token shop got a lot of problems, but nonetheless, that's one of the most important currencies inside of Marvel Snap. Thank you all so much. Whew. Man, it always feels good talking to you guys. Let me tell you, thank you so much for stopping by. Leave that like, comment down below, subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And always remember that it's great to be in the Empire today.